Welcome to Toffee TV. It is my three things from Leicester City 0, Everton 2 tonight at the King Power. Great result for Everton. Absolutely superb result, really. Let's get into it. First thing I want to talk about is Robin Olsen, who was a surprise inclusion in goal tonight instead of Jordan Pickford, the manager, using and choosing to rotate. So we put Olsen in goal, and I thought he was very good. You know, kept a clean sheet. It's just very calming. And I guess that's the biggest compliment I can give him, is that I'm not nervous about him being in goal. I don't worry about him. It's just sort of like, he's your keeper, you get on with it. And I think the defence were like that with him as well. He was decent with his feet. You know, we had a couple of saves to make. They had 2 shots on target, or a header and a shot, both in the first half. He saved both of them, and he was just comfortable all night. And I just thought, as a number 2 goalie, he's been really good. It's good to have him, you know. Thought at Newcastle when he made his debut, he was fine. And again, he's proved it tonight. The clean sheet will do him the world of good as well. I think that's always good. It's good for the goalkeepers. It's good for the back four. But I just thought he was good tonight, and I'd have no problem with him playing more games whatsoever. What I've seen of him, he's a big commanding keeper. And yeah, good performance. So Robin Olsen, excellent. Second point is going to be Doucoure, who was my man of the match. I thought he was fantastic tonight. I really did. He was everywhere for Everton. Couple of stray passes in the first half, bit annoying when he got himself in good positions. But in general, he was brilliant. Made a great challenge on Jamie Vardy, a last-ditch tackle in the first half. You know, when Alan had to go off, he sat in and became the anchor for us and was brilliant, was everywhere. I just thought he was excellent. Another great tackle second half on Harvey Barnes. And everything that Everton did well tonight, he was part of, he was the fulcrum of it. And I just thought he was brilliant for us. And I just think he's been excellent since he come in. I know some people have expected different things of him. I think he's more naturally a box-to-box midfield player. That's where he wants to play. But in general, he's done well for Everton, he really has. And tonight I thought he was magnificent for us. And we're probably going to have to play him there now, because obviously we've lost a Lan that looks like at least a month with a hamstring injury. But he was brilliant tonight for me, Doucoure. I thought he was man of the match. So excellent from him. And the final thing I'm going to talk about is Alan, and obviously the injury. The pity about this is that he was playing really well in the game. He sprayed some lovely passes out to Iwobi. Was, you know, winning tackles. He sets the tempo. He's a talker, a leader on the pitch. So it's a real hammer blow to lose him. And I think earlier in the season, if you lose him when it's week by week, you know, we might miss 4 games or whatever, but he's going to be missing at a time when there's a lot of games. So it's a bit of a crushing blow. And to lose him for, obviously, you know, big game at the weekend, and then a Carabao Cup quarter-final against Manchester United when we needed them. So that leads me on to who replaces him. Now, tonight I've just spoke about Doucoure and said how good he was in midfield, and he was excellent playing that role. But is that the role we want him to? Because the other 2 players in there, Sigurdsson and Gomez, aren't the quickest. You know, they might be technically good, but we need more legs in there. I actually think we need more legs in there when we've got Alan and Doucoure anyway. So for me now, especially if Seamus is fit, I will play Seamus. I know people might be against this just because this defence has kept 2 clean sheets on the run. And I'm a little bit like this about moving the defence around. But I would be tempted to play Mason Holgate in midfield as the anchor and put Seamus Coleman back in at right back. Because I think we will need to replace Alan. I don't think we can go with Doucoure and Sigurdsson and Gomez. I just don't. And I think it's okay when you're sitting like we have done. We've played 2 teams that will come on to us, you know, and Arsenal may be the same at the weekend, although they haven't really been playing like that this season. So it's when we've got to be the team that's moving between the lines. You need more mobility. Now, one option is Tom Davies coming in and sitting in as the 6 and having Doucoure and maybe Sigurdsson like we did against Brighton at home earlier in the season. That worked for that game. But it's one that the manager will have to think about. But like I say, if he's going to, I think he wants to get Seamus Coleman back in the side. So rather than Holgate dropping out the team, I would want to see him in midfield. But I'd understand that people say, no, leave the defence as it is for now. Let's keep this going. I subscribe to that as well. But I just think as we move forward, definitely a place in that midfield for Mason Holgate. For now, until obviously we get Alan back and everyone else starts getting healthier. But that's what we've got to look at, I think, because that's a key area for us. So there you go. They're my 3 talking points from Leicester City 0, Everton 2. A brilliant win for Everton at the King Power, like I said. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. If you want more videos, join us on Patreon. Check out Ped's match reaction and his player ratings. My match reactions there as well, if you are interested. Otherwise, have a great night. See you later.